to the Laboratory Podcast with Dex and Los, where we talk about basketball, we talk about life, and we talk about whatever the hell we like. It's me and my man to the right. Let's get this shit started.
Let's go.
So, shout out to Capitol Hill.
Nah, ain't no shout out for that. But we're gonna talk about that shit for a second. Because like he said, basketball, life, and whatever the hell we like. This part of that life and whatever the hell we like.
Right.
And that was some bullshit that happened last week.
So you know, as we have all seen in the news, Twitter, Facebook, and the rest of social medias, some terrorists came upon Capitol Hill. Some thugs, some hoodlums, some hood rats, whatever you want to call them, they was there. They came to fuck shit up, and they did.
They
That's
fucked
exactly
some
what
shit
they
up.
did.
Some of them got fucked up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody got fucked up.
So that's
somebody's not alive. But
not to say nothing about death, but I just find it really it's really like not crazy because you know why, like it's situational judgment when they want to have this stuff said, but it was a good point that was made. I saw probably on every form of social media was that y'all can understand why we're mad now, but they really can't because you provoking, and that's the reason. I don't know her name. Unfortunately, she's dead.
The lady that got killed.
Ashley. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly don't care what her name is, but
say her name.
I will not. That's the reason why I don't care what her name is. But y'all can be upset at the fact that she's provoking and was warned several times, like, if you come in, we will shoot and use lethal force. But you can't understand why we're angry when someone shot in their home while they're sleeping.
Right. The craziest part for me is that, as far as this Ashley Babbitt thing, is that she's a whole military veteran.
Yeah, a vet. So,
like, you fought for this country, and obviously you must love the country enough to fight for it, but yet you decided to come upon Capitol Hill and do some illegal ass shit.
Some super illegal shit.
That you're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
Like, as a military vet, you would think you would know a little bit better.
No, she knew better. She just didn't think it was going to be repercussions for her actions. Like I said, unfortunately, she's dead. I'm not celebrating anybody's death or nothing like that. But you poking the bear at that point.
Right.
There's like you know the consequences that can happen. You just didn't think they would happen. What those reasons may be, I can assume what they are, but we don't know what the reason may be. They thought it was gonna get away with a lot of shit. At this point, a lot of them are being arrested too. I just find
it's just that what the craziest part, and some people may not like to hear this. It doesn't matter. We have 20 listeners, so it's not like anybody's listening. But is the whole thing is that white people feel like they can get away with whatever the hell they want, and it goes to show that they can.
They pretty much can. Yeah.
They've had over a dozen arrests of hundreds and hundreds of people being there.
It's supposed to be one of the highly protected buildings from like a national standpoint, and they just like got
and they were welcomed in.
Pretty much damn near welcomed in.
There's cops taking selfies with them, like they just came in. They're like, yeah, you know what? Come right in. It's all right. You know, you guys want to see the Capitol? Cool. Yeah. Come right in. And not to say that there wasn't anything done, because there was tear gas sprayed.
Yeah.
Obviously, somebody was shot and killed. But there wasn't enough done.
No.
And the whole thing is that a lot of people have said if the roles were reversed and it was a Black Lives Matter protest, we would have got nowhere.
We would have been right in front of that.
The entire National Guard would have been out there.
Yeah.
Everybody in the National Guard would have been there from every single state. Everybody would have been there.
Yeah.
For 50 black people.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds of white people. And here's the crazy.
I'm pretty sure that shit was planned too, right?
It was definitely planned. Yeah. Donald Trump said he's been saying it since he lost the election. He kept saying the same date. He kept saying
January 6th, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, and he kept saying like, yeah, we're gonna march. We're gonna march on Capitol Hill and this and that. But the craziest, not the craziest part, but like what's I don't know if you've heard this, but they was in the hallways taking shit
Yeah, they were taking a lot of
there
shit.
was that. No, not taking shit like defecating, like
Oh,
bowel movements, like pooping, like letting boo boo loose. That this is what they were literally taking shits, smearing it on the walls, and doing shit like that, like I hate to say it, but only white people.
Yeah,
do some white people shit. I don't know anybody that's gonna pick up poop with their own hands. Just be like, I'm putting it on the walls here.
Nah.
Like that's nasty. And then they had a, I don't know if they had multiple or just one pipe bomb.
Yeah, no, the pipe bomb was found. I heard about that one.
They had a pipe bomb there. There was a car found with a cooler full of Molotov cocktails. And for any of you that don't know what that is. Yeah, if any of you don't know what a Molotov cocktail is, it's a bottle of alcohol, and you put a rag in it, you set the rag on fire, you throw it. It's like a tiny explosive, but I mean it's not tiny.
Don't do damage.
No explosive is really tiny. It's enough to do damage, but
yeah,
you're not gonna blow shit up. But yeah, like that's crazy. Like that's so crazy to me. And I was at work at the time when all you guys were talking about it in the group chat.
Yeah,
and I'm just confused because I didn't think it was real. I'm thinking like
joking around.
Yeah, like it was just a joke, like the Area 51.
Yeah.
Shit. Like I thought it was the same thing. Like motherfuckers was just joking around. And then I'm
looking probably just storm Area 51. No problem.
If there was a time to storm Area 51, that was the time. that was the time. You had a distraction, obviously. But to go back, there was a female, and I forgot her name. I hate that I forgot her name because I know the white lady's name, but I can't remember the black woman's name. But there was a black woman who drove into Capitol Hill, and all she did was take a U-turn. Now she did some other stuff, and it's kind of Like, if you read, like, I suggest that you read the story if I can remember the black woman's name. But basically, what she did, she was driving around Capitol Hill, and she was stopped by the Capitol Police, and she feared for her life as, you know, any normal person with, you know, hundreds of people pointing guns at you and your child was in the back seat would. And they ended up shooting her and killing her.
I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, and that goes to show that the Capitol Hill Police apparently don't play when it comes to black women, you know, when it's just one person in the car with a child, but hundreds of people storming all at once. And they're like, nah, that's all right. We'll be okay. You guys got it. Do what you want. Like, motherfuckers is really storming. Motherfuckers was really storming in there, into the Capitol building.
With the Senate there.
With the Senate there. Like mid meeting. Motherfuckers just coming in like, yeah, where's Nancy Pelosi at? I'm looking for her. And then they got in her office. And it just
kicked his feet up in that bitch.
Yeah, just kicked his feet up in there, motherfucker. Like, this is white people shit. Like, you know, shout out to the white people, if we have any white people listening to me. I don't hate y'all. I just want y'all to know I don't hate y'all. I don't hate white people, you know. But y'all be on some other shit. Not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all be on some other shit.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just crazy. So, I mean,
that was just a really big topic that we felt we had to at least speak on. We don't have a platform yet to really, like, elevate that kind of stuff, but we felt like we had to speak on it, just realizing.
To our loyal listeners.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We just felt like we had to speak on it, just as something that was really serious that happened this past week. Some unfortunate stuff happened. I fuck with, like, the coaches like Steve Kerr and Doc Rivers, who can openly say that, who aren't scared to speak their minds. You know, those are two coaches, and Pop. I don't know if Pop. I didn't see a Pop quote. I'm pretty sure you might have had one though. Who aren't ever scared to speak their mind when it comes to social issues or politics or race issues. Steve Kerr and Doc Rivers basically said the same thing. Like, well, you know what would happen if those were black people instead of white people,
right?
Who were there. So I really fuck with them not being scared to do that, especially Steve Kerr, because a lot of white coaches don't say anything. They just like, I'm shut the fuck up.
Yeah, where's Terry Stotts at? Where's Mike Budenholzer at? Huh? What about Scotty Brooks, who is a Washington D.C. you know coach? What do you say? Probably said, Westbrook, you need to go there.
They probably actually said something. We just didn't see their coach. Look.
Bradley Beal said, we ain't sticking no defense around here. Neither are y'all police.
No.
Neither are the police.
What the fuck? All right.
We can move on,
moving on to the basketball portion of what the podcast usually focused on. We kind of still in the swing of the season. I feel like everybody is finding their groove now. I think that what we see teams are is what teams will essentially be.
Are they though?
Not all. It is some weird shit going on. One of the it was an NBA exec I think that said it's always unanimous because they never had the balls to just come out and say it publicly.
Did you say unanimous?
I did. Anonymously. Anonymously said, forget the bubble. Basically, said, fuck the bubble. This year is going to be the season that has an asterisk next to it. Which I can't necessarily say you can say because every team, like, I really hate when they say, like, oh, this is an asterisk season.
Right.
It is a lot of weird shit going on this season, too. Don't get me wrong. But, like, every team is in that same exact situation. Like, nah, bro, this isn't.
Except that the Nuggets started off so, but
yeah, that
was weird.
That's really weird.
The Nuggets starting off like butt.
Michael Porter
starting off like butt.
Michael Porter Jr. hasn't helped their case either though. He's just, I think he's in quarantine and then he had to quarantine again. So he had like 10 days and I think he got an extended 7.
Double quarantine.
Like it was just health protocols. Like he'll miss a little bit more time. So I don't know if he was just out here seeing the women's, or if he was just out in the club kicking it. I don't know what he was doing, but
he down there at the Capitol.
They
at the Capitol building. That's where he was.
But they definitely need him out there right now. They are saving him up a little bit. Jamal Murray to start the season hasn't lived up to what he left off at the bubble. Obviously, we knew he wasn't going to come out 50 balling every other game, but I expected to see him at least have a little bit more consistency than I've seen thus far. I thought he was finally going to have that breakthrough where he actually looks like a bona fide star, not like a star some nights and then the above booty average butt cheeks the other nights. Yeah. Jokic just looked phenomenal though. Yeah. Bro, like. Well, if the Nuggets can get on a winning streak and end up leading, I wouldn't be mad at Jokic being MVP. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. You can't be mad at certain players getting MVP, especially like with the caliber player that they are. Unless your name is Shaquille O'Neal, and Steve Nash apparently took one of your MVPs. All right, so real quick, this comes up a lot, and I just want not saying that Shaq wasn't better for that season. This is completely off topic. We weren't even planning on this. Okay. This is completely off topic. I need y'all to go back and look at what the Suns did the year before Nash got there, and to look at their record after Nash got there. And I promise you will shut the fuck up about why he didn't deserve an MVP. Now, two of them, he ain't deserved two of the best. Two of them, two, no. But there wasn't really anybody that was playing great and also had a winning team. Yeah, like Kobe was killing. We all know Kobe was killing. That's the thing too. Like his team was, he had Smush Parker. That is it right there. If you question why Nash at least got the first MVP, he literally made a 30-win difference for a team. Yeah. With him being the only essential piece that was added. A 30, one player, he averaged 15 and 11. All right, but that's 30 wins. That's impact on the game. We're going to understand why he won it. The most valuable player is being the most valuable to a team. Not I'm the best in the league. Because if that was the case, niggas like LeBron would win it every year, Kobe would have won it every year, or Shaq would have won it every year. Obviously, Shaq didn't win it then because he wasn't doing shit. Right, but he's the most valuable asset than any other asset in the league. Absolutely. Not saying he's the best player, but he was for him to go to the Suns and, like you said, turn them around 30 wins. That obviously means you're quite valuable. you pretty essential here. you pretty motherfucking essential in this bitch. Right. Yeah. We not here to argue about Steve Nash though. I get a little heated because at that time he was probably one of my favorite players. D-Wade probably could have got one of them. D-Wade could have got a few of them, but Kobe was there. Kobe existed. It's a lot of players you can say that for. Starting off this week, we're gonna do our NBA Players of the Week. This year, this week,
well, it is this year though. 2021. I mean, we did one last week.
We did,
but 2021 though, this year.
This week we're gonna be pretty generic seemingly. It's not. It's just I really want to put Bradley Beal for my Eastern Conference Player of the Week because he just had 60. But you know,
I mean that man kept catching L's.
they just catching L's left and right doesn't help your case for Player of the Week. Like he was killing this.
He was definitely killing.
But
his team wasn't killing though.
Free Bradley Beal, man, please.
Bradley Beal to the Heat.
Whew. That won't happen, but
for all the white guys. Trade the whole, every white person on the Heat to trade them. Gordon Dragic, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson for Bradley Beal. I'd be sad if Tyler Hero left though. Man, not gonna lie. So the players of the week, the NBA who they have is Luka Doncic who averaged 30, 12, and 11. 30, 12, and 11. So he averaged a triple-double for 3 games and in 3 wins.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to argue with that. Yeah. I mean, usually we try to be a little different from the NBA, but nah.
Averaging a 30-point triple-double will lead your team to all victories. It's pretty hard to argue.
Yeah. Ask Westbrook. Gets triple-doubles, losing. But he'll get his triple-doubles. And then in the East is Jason Tatum, who was averaging 33, 5, 3 assists. I rounded up for him. Yeah. And then in 3 games with 3 wins.
Yeah.
So it
hooping.
I mean, it's not like we didn't want to put Bradley Beal. It's just that he wasn't winning.
He wasn't winning. If he won 1 game, I probably would have put him there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He would have argued it, but I would probably still.
Yeah, I would argue. 1 and 2. I mean, you're killing. If it was the game where he dropped 60 and he won, then yeah, I mean that'd be nice. I'm sure for every NBA player that's out there, like, man, I was killing out there. I couldn't miss, but we lost.
That shit probably hurt.
That probably has to be a terrible feeling.
That shit hurt when we be playing playing fives and like you'll be killing. We be like, damn, we still lost. Yeah, I didn't hit shit. My bad, nigga. Like
I'll be over there mad at everybody, mad at the whole team.
Anyway, hey man, good game. Like,
mad at the opponent for beating us. Mad at my team because I don't know. they did their best, but I'm just scoring. I'm just mad because I lost.
Yeah.
I'm competitive, but then I won't change it up.
I
won't do shit to help the team win. I'll just put the ball in the basket. Won't do sit there, won't play defense, won't rebound the ball and pass, but I'll score though.
Oh no.
I'm the cancer of the team.
I ain't gonna say that.
Oh. Alright.
I ain't gonna say it.
Alright.
But you said it though.
But he's thinking.
So yeah, those are players of the week. Moving on to some a little bit what kind of hurt me to see just as a fan, because I'm a fan of him. I feel like one of the best kind of comeback stories in the league so far was Fultz.
Yeah.
Markelle Fultz tore his ACL last week.
Prayers up to Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, prayers up to Markelle. And
once again, a very weird season.
Yeah.
I mean, not that injuries don't happen, but it's kind of weird how common it seems like so far this season.
There are a lot of players,
especially off of it being such a long off season for some players. Not that it was for
the Magic necessarily. Yeah. They made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
Not like a super long off season like the Wizards or nothing like that. No disrespect to the Wizards, but like for players, part of teams that had like not even a deep playoff run, but a playoff run nonetheless. You still got a fairly decent, I guess, but they also didn't have like fairly decent break, but they still didn't have a training camp this year too. So I feel like that
probably
might
help
play a piece in it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a factor, but like the main factor. But I think it plays a part in it. The only good thing I can say about this for Markelle Fultz is that he got paid right beforehand, and I'm happy he did. He literally signed, I think, like the extension probably less than a month before.
Ooh, that would have sucked.
Yeah, because at that point, I don't think the Magic are willing to give him an extension, let alone a $50 million extension coming off of the thoracic syndrome thing he had in his shoulder which we don't even know if he's for sure gotten over completely, and then now tearing the ACL, which it's no longer a career-ending injury, but you still get looked at like,
this nigga's injury prone.
Yeah, you still get looked at like that. We have two major injuries, and you're only like 22, 23. But he's still young, so that's why I'm still gonna be a fan. I'm rooting for him. I hope he comes back even better.
Maybe this is the time that he needs to get his jump shot in order.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come back and he'll start shooting like he was in college.
I hope he does.
That'd be nice.
That is a player I'm still gonna root for no matter what.
Right.
Him and Derrick Rose.
D Rose. But we also have him.
And yeah, you can go.
And then we have Thomas Bryant, who also tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Who was
the starting center.
The starting center for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Who this is his first year, I believe, starting.
I'm pretty sure because I don't think he started last year.
Yeah, so he was finally getting an opportunity, and his opportunity
he was
cut short, unfortunately.
Yeah, 14-7, which isn't bad, especially when you playing alongside Russ and Bradley Beal. You still put up 14 a game.
He probably would have had 10 rebounds if there was no Russell Westbrook there.
Probably.
But he was playing real solid though.
Yeah, he was playing solid.
Other than the butt-tastic play, but when he dunked on his own rim. But other than that, he played real solid, real solid.
Yeah. So prayers up to him too. Hope he makes a speedy recovery. It's a lot of, if you guys don't like watch basketball on YouTube, you don't watch like pros in the off season. He's one of those guys who works super hard through the offseason. He's always at like the Rico Hines runs.
Yeah.
And I just what I've noticed, a lot of the players that go there, I wouldn't necessarily say take like a big leap, but they always make progress like each and every year. Other than Pascal this year hasn't been like spectacular, but he hasn't been bad.
He's starting to find his
groove. He's starting to find his groove like within the last week and a half.
And what's disappointing is the Raptors.
Yeah, they're losing your two key big men, which I think solidified the defense way more than we gave them credit for, or a lot of people gave them credit for.
Marcus All and Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, because
that defensive player of the year, boy. Marcus All, that's what they missed.
Because I don't know what I mean. Also, I don't think Kyle Lowry has been like fall off of like cliff, but at this point he's gonna be on that decline because he's getting up there in age. And they are eventually going to hand the keys to the franchise. Well, they already kind of have handed the keys of the franchise over to, like, Pascal. I don't know if you're going to keep those keys, because if they end up in the lottery this year, this is they're not going to be, like, as bad as they are right now for too long.
You know what it is? They're playing at Tampa Bay. That's why.
It probably throws off their whole shit. They're like, this not home.
It's not cold here.
It's warm as hell in December, in
January.
January. What are we supposed to do?
Confused as shit. Don't know how to play. Going to a whole nother arena that they're not used to. That's the problem. They're in a whole nother arena. The rims probably are tighter or something. They're
I'm used to this shit.
Low key.
They
didn't have a training camp, so they really don't know how to play on that court. That's probably what the problem is. They're still getting used to the court. They just don't know how to.
They still get used to the court and shit.
Yeah, they got brand new rims there. That's probably got rims straight out the box.
Straight out the box rims. Yeah, while we kind of stand on the subject of the Wizards, you did lose your probably one starting quality center. You still have good backups, which I think Robin Lopez is going to have to fill those shoes now. So hopefully the rest of the guys can step up and fulfill that. But I want to talk about Bradley Beal. Wow. Bradley Beal in that 60 piece.
Yeah. Killing
That boy is nice, dog.
He's so smooth. He's so smooth.
He was crazy, but he obviously had the ball in his hands because he had 60. But he can literally do it in every we talk about players who can score from everywhere. He is literally one of those players who can literally score from everywhere, any type of way. Yeah. He has a super smooth handle. He can finish. He had a nasty. You didn't see it because they're you probably don't want to look at the highlights because they're beating the shit out of the Suns. He had a nasty reverse today on the Suns. And he's 3 levels, literally a true 3-level scorer. He can finish. He got a good ass handle on the ball. He's deceptive with his handle too. Just offensive moves, side steps, step backs, He just does it all. He does it all. He's a does it all type of offensive player. Yeah.
Defenses.
I wouldn't play defense if I'm scoring 60 either and we still losing. I ain't guarding shit.
Low key.
Y'all do it.
Low key.
But he's still one of those players. Like I said, like it's really hard to get. Before I said this a few episodes ago, it's hard to get players to buy in and play defense if you have a feeling or we're not going to do shit. Like what is my point in trying to lay the groundwork for everybody to do it if I know we're not going nowhere?
That's
like
true.
Then like
it's kind of like, how are they not better?
That's
the question.
What me and you were like. I think me and you both expected them to be like the 10th seed or at least sneak into the playoffs this year, right?
I thought they were going to be in the general area of 8 to 10.
8 to 10. I didn't expect them to be like as bad as they've been so far, especially because Westbrook has never missed the playoffs. This is a person who's not necessarily a fan of Westbrook. I expected him to I wouldn't say drag because you're not dragging Bradley Beal nowhere.
I saw that. I saw on Facebook they're like, Westbrook is so good just to be trash. he's the greatest trash player of all time.
Yeah,
like, he be killing to play like trash.
When we were at when we was at Kendall's house before he went back to the army and stuff, with his Anthony, when he said that he's the weakest superstar probably of all time.
Yeah. That's an accurate
It's
statement.
just so funny to say from a player that you know is a superstar, as a top 10 point guard of all time and the first ballot Hall of Famer. It's really hard when you know, like, damn, I probably can't win with this motherfucker on my team.
It's really hard for you to look back on his career, see that he's averaged a triple double
3 seasons,
and call this nigga the weakest superstar. Like how do you average a triple double? You still look at him. This nigga low key.
The thing about Westbrook is if you need him to like drag it to, if you have like, he's the superstar though. Other than like LeBron, I think if you can put like a bunch of nobodies on that team, he probably can get that team to the playoffs. They won't necessarily probably move past the first maybe.
Except now.
Except now he doesn't have a bad team because you still have a high quality guard in Bradley Beal.
Yeah, but you would think they would be better.
You would think that.
But no.
One would think
but
that.
But this season's weird though.
This season is weird. Because the Nets haven't even, we expected the Nets to be like top 3. I want to say everybody expected them to be top 3 because we have KD and Kyrie. But it just hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, they haven't. And they lost yesterday.
Yeah.
They lost last
night.
To
the Thunder.
Yeah. And they had KD in the lineup.
Shea was hooping, though.
Shea, hey, my boy.
Yeah, man.
Once again, killing for me for my fans.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. This season is a little bit weird so far, but it's also, I think teams have to mesh. Like the Nets, that's the only thing I want to say for the Nets. They have to mesh because we add in 2 key ingredients to what is going to be your success, and then you add in pretty much a whole new coaching staff. So I think it's going to take, if they're still in the same realm where they are now in a month from now, then I would be worried. But for right now, I'm not worried about the Nets at any point.
They were a well-oiled machine.
That first game.
Now it's been 6 months since they had an oil change, but I don't know what's going on with the Nets.
Oh, no.
But I'd love to see the Nets lose. I have no problem.
You don't have a
seeing
problem
the Nets lose. If they can lose every game this season, great, fantastic. I love it. As long as I just want the Heat to get back to the finals.
All right, while we're on the subject of the Nets, we can stay with the point that's supposed to come up today.
Kyrie Irving.
We can talk about Kyrie.
Kyrie don't want to play.
Kyrie didn't want to play.
How do you make? I don't know what's going. I shouldn't judge Kyrie because we don't know what we don't know his personal life or anything that's going on. We just know what's being said or what's being told to us by social media. Absolutely. But if I'm going based off of social media, this man said, "I just didn't want to play." You make millions of dollars to play basketball for 2.5 hours, and you didn't want to play. Please let me have your job because I would love to play basketball and make. If somebody told me, "Hey, $50 to play 2.5 hours," I'd go do it right now. I would get up out this seat and go play basketball right now. But for you to just say, "I just didn't want to play," why? Why didn't you want to play? What reason do you really have that you didn't want to play basketball? Because I can't fathom the fact that you just didn't want to play. There has to be something. This nigga had to go be getting some pussy or something, or somebody had some COVID. He was like, "I'm not playing because they got COVID." But for you to just say, "No, I don't feel like it," that's some lazy ass shit.
So I'm not gonna judge Kyrie for that.
Kyrie ain't been right since Kalani.
Bitch ass. I'm not gonna judge Kyrie for that because, like you said, we don't know what Kyrie's going through. It is like it's not. I don't think it's a coincidence that happened like pretty much right after the Capitol building thing. I wouldn't say it's a necessarily for black people a racially sensitive time at that point in time, but saying that you like, damn, this is kind of fucked up. It's also getting closer to the anniversary of Kobe's passing, which was his mentor.
I mean, yeah,
and his idol.
Yeah, but if that's really your mentor, if that's really your guy, if that's really somebody you listen to, Kobe would say, play. There's no doubt in my mind Kobe would be like, I'll play.
Right.
I don't think Kobe has ever said, I just didn't feel like it. Kobe plays basketball after playing basketball.
I'm not saying you're wrong in that, but like you said, we also don't know what Kyrie's going through. It could be personal issues he just didn't want to reveal to the public. Like, if something happened and you just don't feel like talking about it, you're going to be like, I ain't feel like doing that shit.
Because Kyrie already don't trust the media.
Yeah, Kyrie literally didn't want to talk to the media this season. Only reason he did was because that $25,000 fine was going to keep coming every time he wanted to talk. Yeah, he could have said that shit and I would have been laughing my ass off every day. So I wasn't disappointed that he didn't play, other than the fact that I have him in fantasy. Right. That's the only reason why I was disappointed. But other than that, I'm not like what Katie said. Like, we just hoping and praying for the best. I'm just hoping he's okay because we know how we don't know how Kyrie thinks, but we know Kyrie isn't like an everyday thinking type of dude. He's always gonna be like on some we be like some other shit, some kind of like outlandish out there kind of stuff. So we never know what's going through his head right now. He's a real, also, what's lack of a better term, like spiritual guy, I want to say. So we never know if he's just trying to get back right, if he just wasn't in the right mindset. He takes mental health, I want to say, very seriously because he's going through a lot of shit that we don't know about.
He could be, but I always feel like if you can play,
you should play. Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. Just because me and you would do some shit though, that's not. I wouldn't even say he not built like us because he obviously is built way better than us. Right?
He's built a lot better than us.
But like for shit like that,
he's 6'3" and athletic. Hell of a ball handler.
Greatest ball handler of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just hope everything's okay with him because I want to see him back on the court. I love watching Kyrie play.
It is nice to see him play, but once basketball is over with, I hate to see him. I love to see him on the court, but once he's on the court, I'll be annoyed. I love Kyrie. I got a lot of respect for Kyrie. But, boy, he be really saying some outlandish shit. I'll just be like, what the fuck, Kyrie? What do you be on? Why? What makes you say stuff like this? Why do you do how you do?
Oh, no. Staying on the subject of the Nets, moving on from Kyrie a little bit. Karis LeVert has hooped out of his fucking mind when KD and Kyrie don't play.
Can't help it. Ain't nobody else on the court.
Exactly. The fact that you can step up, like the fact you have that guy coming off your bench or should be starting and all that kind of stuff, like Karis is nice, man. Karis is like one of those players who's a borderline all-star.
Man, trade Karis to the Heat.
You just want everybody to the Heat.
Everybody to the Heat.
Not to the Bulls, just to the Heat.
Not to the Heat. You got more of a chance to get to the finals than the Bulls.
Stop that. You right, but damn, niggas ain't got to say it. Damn. Yeah, Karis is a really, really nice bucket. He dropped 43 earlier this week. I think that is his career high. If not, it's his season high at least. If it's not his career high. Yeah, that man's is a dog though, bro. Like I don't think anybody disrespects Karis LeVert, but more respect needs to be put on his name.
Karis LeVert is super underrated.
Yeah.
He's probably the most underrated player in the league right now.
Yeah, before it was Mike Conley.
Mike Conley played like whatever that is.
I don't know what he forgot who last year. I don't know. He was going in like, yo, they got a point guard who can score, defend, and pass. Oh, shit.
Mike Conley must be in the new Space Jam movie because
lost his powers.
Yeah, that man lost his powers last year.
Oh no. So I want to once again apologize to Domantas Sabonis. I was talking shit a little bit at the beginning of the season. I wouldn't say talking shit because I put you in the top 5 power forward, but I also said the Pacers weren't going to be a lot better than they were last year, and thus far, I've been proven wrong, very wrong. I would also say I don't think y'all gonna stay like this though, because at some point I hope everybody else wakes up. They still gonna be like probably 3rd through 6th is where I expect them to fall by the time the playoffs start. But right now, Sabonis
is
Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon have been hooping this year.
fantasy points. Malcolm Brogdon looking out for me in fantasy again.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, boy, Sabonis had 28 and 22. Let me say
against
that again.
your team.
Let me say that again.
The one of your team.
He had 28 points, right? You know, normal. I mean, you know, it's still killing. But 22 rebounds. This man had 20 and 20. And still threw 4 dimes in the game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good for a power forward.
Yeah, he's averaging like 6 for this season.
Yeah,
too.
like that. Like Sabonis is a dog. Sabonis is a real dog. He's out there just bullying whoever's in front of him.
As a fan of Victor Oladipo, it's sad to not see him the face of the Indiana Pacers franchise no more. But you know,
Victor Oladipo to the Heat.
It's just like everybody to the damn Heat. It's like the group chat. You had a question, and I want to debate it a little bit.
Right.
About Malcolm Brogdon.
Right. Malcolm Brogdon. Is this going to be his first year as an All-Star?
I say no.
I say I asked it because, like I said, he's killing for me for fantasy.
And they're winning, so it doesn't hurt.
So, all right, and they're winning. This man's putting up 23, what was it, 23, 4, and 7.
And 2 steals.
And 2 steals. If those aren't all-star numbers, I don't know what are.
Oh, they're very much all-star numbers.
I would like to see him be an all-star.
He deserves it.
With his old ass. He's 28 already. But
so he absolutely deserves to be an all-star. Only reason why I don't think he'll get it this year is if I had to choose this year as picking a first-time all-star from the East, it'll be Jaylen Brown.
I was gonna say Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine too, but Jaylen Brown been killing this year.
I would prefer to see Zach LaVine get it.
I mean,
just as a Bulls
I would, fan. Yeah, as a Bulls fan, I would prefer Zach to get it because Zach has actually improved his passing a little bit this year. Not a whole lot, but averaging 4 assists. It's better. Yeah, it's better than what it was before. He threw a dime. He threw a dime yesterday.
Zach LaVine had 45 last night.
Yeah.
On 10 threes. Like,
yeah. He threw a dime to Kobe last night too. I was like, ooh.
Zach LaVine is.
That was nasty. Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine is trying his hardest to carry the hell out of the Bulls off of weird jumpers.
We almost won that game too. So that's the thing as a Bulls fan that I'm happy about is at this point we're at least being competitive. Like
that's nice. That's nice.
Just saying like and competing with the Clippers. Like I expected that to be not a slaughter. I would say.
I thought the Clippers were gonna blow it like they blew every other game.
We blew the game. We were up at first.
I mean, yeah, we blew it, but
we blew it. But we were supposed to.
No, I'm saying blow it as in like the Clippers are the heavy favorite to win.
Oh
the
yeah,
game.
no, I know what you mean.
And the Bulls are being competitive and actually, had the lead at one point.
Yeah.
But
Patrick Williams just looked nice. He looked nice in that game.
Patty Will, boy.
Baby Kawhi.
Baby Kawhi, low key. Against his counterpart.
Against his basketball father.
I was gonna say his big brother.
Yeah. Low key. That's more respect. But my bad, Patty Will.
Patty Will. Now if we get big, Patty Will's on the episode. He's like, oh, remember when y'all said No, but Patty Will's killing. I mean, he's not killing.
He's not killing, but
he looks comfortable in whatever he's doing.
He's gonna, like we talked about this before. He's gonna look comfortable right now. He's, I think, getting more confident because yesterday his pull up game was on point. He had like 17. He was guarding Kawhi pretty well. He moved his feet well.
Yeah, he guarded. He should know how to guard himself.
Yeah, man, that shit it's nice seeing the Bulls at least be competitive. I know we right now don't have the best record, but right now we've lost a lot of close games to some pretty good teams. So I'm not upset with the losses that we've had. I just wish we won more games.
They're actually fun to watch.
Yeah,
and it's been a while since I could say it's fun.
It's fun to watch, unless like Zach LaVine is like killing, and we're like damn, I don't watch the fucking Bulls.
Yeah, but it's
Zach because some games Zach LaVine still would be killing last year. We'd be like. The rest of these niggas like bogus.
I just want to say, because I've been saying it damn near every episode, that Kobe White ain't no point guard.
Shut you the fuck up yesterday,
Kobe White ain't no point guard. He looked real point guardish.
Yeah.
He had 13 assists. He only had 8 points, but
That's because that shot wasn't falling.
Yeah, that shot wasn't falling. Yeah, that's probably why he looked a real point guard, is because the shot wasn't falling. But it was nice to see him actually.
He can turn into a point guard. Yeah, I still have faith he can turn into him, but right now he's not a playmaker for other people at the moment. Yeah,
but he looked real potential right there to be a great point guard for us. Like 13 assists is nice. 13 assists is definitely nice.
Yeah,
I think that's his career high in assists.
I'm pretty sure.
But that was.
I would not doubt it.
So I'm gonna say this: Kobe White ain't no point guard right now. Yeah, I'm gonna change it up. Right now,
he's not.
But ain't no telling what he could do though. I see the potential in him now to be a point guard.
Flipping it back out west to the Rockets. The Rockets have looked disappointed so far.
Yeah, I thought they'd be better low key.
I thought they'd be a lot better.
I think because James Harden is fat.
Christian Wood has balled out. In the games, James Harden just hasn't just gone off yet. I feel like he's obviously.
It doesn't look like he's engaged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look like he's the Rockets recently came out and said they believe that James Harden will stay with them through the end of the season.
Nobody wants him.
Yeah, nobody at this moment wants him, but I still feel like I don't understand. Me and you talked about it before.
The Hornets will take him.
The Hornets probably would take him. That's probably 4th seed in the East if he gets there. If James Harden gets there.
4th seed? Nah, 6th seed.
Whatever. It's not much of a difference. It's like 3 games in the East. It's just like 3 games. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now with the Rockets, but I expected them to be a lot better than they have so far. John Wall looks like he's getting back into John Wall form. He actually looks like he hasn't missed a step, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Christian Wood has played well so far. I'll just wait on them to piece everything together.
Once again, another fantasy player of mine.
Yeah, sure.
Kill him for me.
Yeah, whatever. They're also like the Nets right now for me though. Like I won't be really really worried until like a month from now, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like then I'll be worried because at that point teams aren't solidified in what they're doing.
I think they're gonna turn it around eventually. Yeah. I mean, I don't see them missing the playoffs.
Yeah, right. That's why I was like, I can't see that team missing playoffs when you have like John Wall is healthy, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Christian Wood.
Emerging Christian Wood, and you have Boogie coming off the bench.
that man said, "I'm circled the game for Anthony Davis," and Anthony Davis waxed that ass.
No, I wouldn't say waxed him. I mean, he had 27 and 4 rebounds. Yeah, and Christian Wood had 23.
He had 18 like the first half though.
Yeah,
he was waxing that ass in first. He just. Yeah. The Lakers are also on super cruise control and are still the first in the fucking
super cruise.
Like LeBron,
they don't even look like
they really don't look like right at this point in time. LeBron and AD just look like this. Oh damn, that's good. Until like the last 8 minutes of the fourth, and then be like, all right, these niggas said they can.
LeBron really looks like he's coasting, right
and he's still killing.
And he's still killing, bro. He's still putting up 24. What is it? 24, 7 and 7, I think.
Yeah, and the only reason it's even 24 is because he's just like, I don't give a fuck.
That's really what it is.
72 days is how long his off season was. I wouldn't give a fuck.
He is on cruise control and is just hooping.
Yeah,
I want to be that good. Why can't I be that good? Why can't I be on cruise control?
Damn. Oh no. I got a real quick thing to say. Why don't the refs fuck with Boogie? Like, I know we were talking about the Lakers, but I'm about to get this in about the Rockets, bro. The refs really just do not fuck with Boogie. Like, he hit LeBron yesterday, and it's obviously an accident.
He hit him on the head.
He hit him on the head, but
purposely.
I thought, and they gave him a flagrant 2 for it. A flagrant 2 is supposed to be like non-necessary contact that's not basically a play not made on the ball. Like, he swiped at the ball. He just missed having swipe. It's not even like he clotheslined LeBron. Right. He swiped down, and then LeBron being the actor kind of that LeBron is, you got to sell the contact for sure. And it probably, realistically, I'm not saying that swipe from Boogie ain't going to have me on my fucking, like, knees like, fuck.
Well, LeBron's also indestructible.
Yeah, LeBron. But the fact that the refs
Speaking of indestructible, we'll get back to it. But we're going to call, I have something to say about some indestructible ass nigga on here. But go ahead.
But, yeah, man, Boogie don't be doing shit wrong half the time. He just, whatever they was on with him, he was on the Kings.
He just got that reputation. That's
he got the reputation. Like, Like, Draymond has a reputation too, but they don't be doing shit to Draymond. Draymond talks all the shit in the world to refs at this point. And unless he getting in their fucking face and probably calling him a bitch ass nigga, they be like, right. Fucking. Also, so the refs don't fuck with Boogie. Markeith can't fuck with Boogie. I don't know who the fuck Markeith thought he was pushing yesterday.
And
one Boogie though.
Marcus Cousins said,
they was like, he's been added to the list of who can't move Boogie.
Number one on the list.
Bro, man, Boogie Boogie just walked away laughing like, yeah, all right. This ain't that's that Alabama shit. That's down.
DeMarcus Cousins can't be fucked with unless your name is Zach Randolph.
Because where he from,
bullies get bullied.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. What you gotta say about Indestructible?
All right. So like I said about Indestructible, this nigga Kawhi is indestructible.
Yeah, that was some bro. We was watching the game yesterday, and I was like, oh fuck, and like Kennedy got him for like fantasy, so she was like, is he hurt? She was like, and it's like his third favorite. It's like her third favorite player and shit too. So she's like, oh my god, is he hurt? And then he gets up and just basically walks the shit off. He low key did. You're right. He didn't walk. He ran back.
I think got on defense.
I think he limped twice. It was literally like two half a limps, and it was like, all right, I'm good.
I'm pretty sure. He did that on purpose because his robot mind was like, fake like I'm hurt to show that I'm a human. Emote injury. Okay.
Emote pain.
End of simulation. Go back on defense. Kawhi ripped like it looked like he was super. Like he was on the ground, riding the paint, grabbing his knee, and then he's just like, all right, never mind.
I thought he was grabbing his hamstring or his knee or something because we know he had like hamstring issues in the pain. I think he has like what is it like a deteriorative tissue or muscle or something in his hamstring.
No, he doesn't have anything. He has robotic tendons. That's what he has. That you know what it was? It was his robotic ligament served. You know, it got hurt and then served the purpose of I'm gonna rebuild myself real quick. And then he just got back up and started running again. And the whole time he's just in there like tinkering away to fix everything that was hurt. And it just went back like it was normal.
What the fuck?
Well, Kawhi is indestructible. I don't know what be going on with Kawhi, but Kawhi just apparently does not feel pain. Or if he feels pain, it's all of 5 seconds.
All of that. Oh, no. I forgot about that shit too, low key. So, the NBA has also expressed interest, is the word that they've been saying, the phrase they've been using, to expand the league to try to recover losses that they lost from like last season and this season due to COVID. So, Seattle and Vegas, I know both want to be a part of that. I don't know how I feel about Vegas though.
I mean, that's where they had the summer league at every year.
It is. This is true because it's always a UNLV. But Seattle, for sure. Seattle is one of those cities that like needs a basketball team. Like you feel like the Sonics should always be there.
Go ahead and bring back the Sonics.
Bring back the Sonics.
The Sonics have history.
Like yeah,
like they have history. What does OKC have?
Yeah.
I mean, they're here now. Obviously,
y'all here now. Y'all can stay.
Right, you can stay now, but. I mean, the Sonics had history though. They were around for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and bring the Sonics back. Las Vegas, you know, I could care less.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less, which is the term. I couldn't care less. Yeah. Right. If they have a team, they have a team. I mean, you know, just what I was telling you is that so they'll have those two teams.
Yeah, then who do you push West, out east, back to east? I
was saying bring the Timberwolves east and then bring the Pelicans east because they're technically Midwest. And the rest of the Midwest teams are east. Like Chicago, we're in the Midwest, we're in the east. Yeah. Cleveland, they're in the Midwest, they're in the east. So you might as well just have Minnesota and Louisiana. Well, Louisiana's not really Midwest, but they're right in the middle. They're just south, but they're right directly in the middle, like the Mississippi River.
League will look a lot different. So the reason why I kind of like this is now you have opportunity for other stars to go somewhere. What's in the Mississippi River separates them, but it doesn't. I was gonna just go past it. I wasn't even gonna call you out on it. I was just going past.
Somebody would have called me out.
He said, "I'm gonna call myself out."
Yeah, I'll call myself
before y'all do it.
Right.
Oh no, I would love this time because Seattle, like I said, is one of those like towns where it's just a basketball town. Yeah, give the Supersonics, bring them back.
The Las Vegas casinos. I don't know.
That was big as hell.
The Las Vegas chips.
I'm gonna tell you, should it be on 2K? It'd be the Las Vegas Aces.
That's better than what I can.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to suggest some decent shit. I think it was gonna take you out to get there.
It was gonna take me. I would have never got there.
The Aces.
I would have said the Las Vegas poker tables. Las Vegas cards. I would have got everywhere. I would have got everywhere
besides Aces. Oh no. Oh jeez, that's all I got for this week so far, though, man. Anything else you want to leave out on?
Well, we got our random ass fact of the week.
You got your random ass fact.
I got my random ass fact of the week, which is pretty damn recent. LaMelo Ball is now he's now the youngest NBA player of all time to record a triple double. At 19, let me make sure, because I know obviously he's 19, but it's not many days.
This fact weak as hell.
You weak as hell. You couldn't come up with it.
It's your segment.
So it's my segment because I'm the only one that looks shit up.
You are.
So LaMelo, 19 years old, 140 days.
He took that spot from my man's Markel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you overtook Markel for it.
Kind of hurts, but
he overtook his brother Lonzo, who was one of the youngest players to ever record a triple double. So it goes to show that LaMelo Ball is the best ball in the Ball household.
Yeah. Lianzo actually didn't get drafted in the G League today.
Shout out wait, what?
He didn't get drafted.
He didn't get drafted?
He didn't get drafted in the G League today. He went undrafted today in the G League. I'm pretty sure he'll still be in the G League. He just didn't get drafted by the team today.
What is they on with Jello?
Why is Jello so
blackball? Nobody likes Jello.
He definitely could have got ticked on that Pistons team. I don't know what.
I don't see why he couldn't.
Yeah.
Look at where they at.
He definitely.
You're telling me LiAngelo Ball can't come in for 10 minutes and shoot a couple threes?
Yeah.
What is they on? Why is the league?
They don't fuck with Melo, man. My bad. Jello, man.
they really do not fuck with Jello.
Yeah, I didn't even say Melo because Melo is definitely Carmelo Anthony, not LaMelo Ball. Until Carmelo Anthony is out the league.
LaMelo is just LaMelo.
Yeah, if you calling him Melo, we got problems.
But Jello
we can do. Yeah,
Jello is just. They really don't like Jello, and that's my favorite. That's my favorite ball.
That's your favorite ball, brother.
I don't have anything against Lonzo. I would love to see Lonzo get better. You know,
he was rounding in the form last year, like right before the league went on that hiatus before the bubble, and then he was just super bad in the bubble too, though.
Yeah, but it's not like he's not. You know,
he's not terrible.
He has his good games. It's just is not consistent enough.
No, right now their best player is still Brandon Ingram. Yeah. Zion is coming along pretty nice right now. They just need, if Zoe can wake up just to what I expect him to be
which should be 15 and 10 and 6.
Realistically, with his vision, he should average 10 assists when you have Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson and JJ Redick and Josh Hart and all you have a very serviceable team. Now, if I want to bring that in realistically, he should still be averaging 15 and 8, 15, 5 and 8 because he's still super athletic. He's just averaging 4 assists right now. So the thing you expect him to bring most of the table is his vision and his passing, and he's not even doing that so far this season.
I'm mad that he let his little brother outplay him. Yeah, and his little brother came off the bench.
That's some bullshit. He mouthed his ass in that spot too.
He did. He's supposed to show.
You're supposed to
lead, little. You're
supposed to little bro.
Look at your lead.
You're supposed to little bro your little bro at that point.
I would have told the coach give me the ball. I'm finna kill him. As soon as he gets in the game, I'm killing him. Yeah. I'm guarding him. I'm destroying him.
I'm locking him up. And he's supposed to be a defender too.
Well, he did it on purpose. He's like, I'm finna look out for LaMelo. I'm finna play like Bud. So
he played worse than Bud.
Low key.
Because he only had 3, 5, and 3 or something like that. It was well below what his ability is. So I wasn't fucking with that.
Lonzo played like.
I still got faith in you though. So.
Lonzo played like he was scared.
Which is what he does a little too often.
He's scared of LaMelo. He's like, damn, this nigga's taller than me now.
It is crazy. He's like 6'8" now.
He's not. No,
6'6".
he's not 6'8".
6'6". He's
Because
tall.
I saw a picture of them together and they're low key the same height. So somebody was out here boosting Melo. They were eye
He
to
probably
eye.
6'7". He probably was slouching.
He was slouching.
He was probably slouching.
Like,
Zoe was up like this. But Melo was like this.
poor Jello. Just put Jello in the league, man. How do you not get drafted? It's the G League. How does Jello not get drafted? It's because nobody has any tape on him. That's the problem.
Nah.
They looking at Lithuania instead. Like he wasn't killing in Lithuania, but.
All right, so I think that's what we're gonna end the episode off on today, man.
I guess Lithuania means nothing.
Let us know what y'all think of the episode, man. Feedback is always